just eat.
Roll
A
it.
burger, some mozzarella sticks, some wings, just fucking bang to be fair. Well, nice, but just well need my tea, man.
Mate, that wake and bake that I had last week went absolutely
I
off.
told you, bro, it's fucking bad.
It's fucking well nice, mate.
But you've got the complete wrong thing.
Why? Why did I get the wrong thing?
Nah, what did I get last time I went?
I wanted something clean. I'd just been gym. We had a heavy session. I wanted we wanted to go fresh fuel and get just wanted meat and veg really. Do you know what I mean?
What did I get last time I went there? It was like a bacon cheeseburger with halloumi on.
Yeah, that is bad.
Like some, I don't know if it was like salt and pepper sweet potato fries, and then some halloumi as well. Bare peronaise on, and I just sit in that pub opposite the car park, just sit in the car park and it's
I
great.
thought you were going to say you could go in the pool and we all got a pint and that.
Go that shop before without getting wasted, so that's why last time I went, oh man.
Why did you not get a drink there?
Don't know, because every time we rock up, it's just fucking not ready, so I just go to that shop and just kept on.
Alright.
It's fucking well nice, all
Yeah, mine was well nice. I had a peri chicken, I had halloumi, I had prawns, they give you bare chips, don't they?
Yeah, they give you
Bare sweet potato fries.
That's what I mean.
Did I say prawns?
Yeah.
And I had broccoli, and I had spicy mayo, and it was absolutely bad. Do you think that the convenience behind buying food out and about is bad? But are you a good cook?
Yeah, obviously.
Right. How often do you cook?
Almost every day.
And what do you cook?
Well, it was in my house.
Yeah, but can you just look in the cupboard and go, right, that's there, let's just whack something together and make something, or do you need to have certain things there in front of you to be able to make a meal? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, ideally I need to have chicken there, and then I can just base it around chicken.
Yeah, I don't
You know what I mean, or some sort of meat for me, like bacon. Chicken or bacon. There's always peppers there. I've got crushed chilies. Sometimes I've got a bit of spring onion. So like a stir fry, something like that. It's just easy, isn't it? You can always just make that quick.
One pan.
Easy, mate. Soy sauce. Got to have soy sauce.
Yeah.
Some seasonings. But yeah, easy that, mate. That's like second nature to me, big man.
Yeah, some people can't cook though. Some people genuinely don't have a clue what they're doing, which I find mad.
I can think of a few man who don't know how to cook.
I don't understand
You looking at me?
Nah, I'm just looking at you anyway.
I don't understand the people who don't understand the basic premises of how to cook food. It's not hard. It's not difficult.
Some people just spoon fed, aren't they?
Some people can't even make a scrambled egg or a fried egg, or
Yeah, I don't make eggs, to be fair.
I have eggs most days, mate.
I only have a boiled egg, and everyone makes it in the morning. That's it.
Yeah, no, I love scrambled eggs on toast. I'm bad at making scrambled eggs, mate.
Don't think I have made eggs before actually, but never for myself.
Nah, scrambled eggs, mate. I make them. I have to have all these things in, yeah. But at uni, I used to make these scrambled eggs. We would have. I'll still do it almost before I've got it in. Obviously, 3 eggs, yeah, milk, butter, whisk it up, salt, pepper, chopped up onion, bit of pepper, some peppers, creme fraiche, so Philadelphia or something, a little bit of that in, whisk it up. Oh, bad. It actually is bad.
Sounds bad, mate. It's bad shit.
Nah, it's not. Do you not like eggs like that?
Nah, I don't mind eggs. I think eggs are a bit sickly, me.
Sickly?
Yeah, if you eat eggs, would just give a bit of a sickly feeling.
It's not chocolate, man.
Nah, it's just the texture, the taste of an egg. It's just a bit sickly. I don't mind it, I have them a full English in it. But I just won't go on my way to it. I'd rather have, for breakfast, egg is not top of my priority.
Eggs are a weekend thing for me.
For me, the number one thing to have for breakfast is bacon. Bacon boy. I had one this morning. That's what I made as well.
Yeah, nice.
But I always grill the bacon. Never
Yeah.
fry the bacon.
Yeah. Always grill it, yeah. Always grill it. It's mainly when you fry it, I think.
It's about the worst for you as well. If you grill it, you get all the fat off the bacon.
Yeah. And it's nice and crispy as well, it's nice.
Crispy bacon. I had a school teacher called Mr. Bacon.
Mr. Bacon?
And apparently his first name was Chris and his middle name was Paul.
Chris Paul Bacon.
Chris P. Bacon.
Oh, right.
I don't know if some Paul Saints can confirm that, but that's what I got told anyway. His name was Chris P. Bacon.
Yeah, that's mad. Chris P. Bacon.
Chris
P.
Bacon.
Must have been taking the piss though. Have you not seen that? Have you seen Hot Fuzz? The film?
Yeah, but not recently.
And then they go, yeah, Mr. Peter Eaton Staker, Mr. P.I. Staker, Piss Taker. Come on, have you not seen that?
It's a joke. Bare ones like, and they're bare like funny names, like that sound like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's fucking? Oh, there's some I can't say like that we call like when you play pro clubs and you just have like a joke name.
All right. Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
Coxlong.
Or there's like I don't want to say it.
You say it as long as it's not racist.
It's not racist. There was one Ray Peast.
Oh, Ray Peast.
Ray Peast. There's fucking Baron as well. What's another funny one?
The good ones are like fantasy football team names. That's where you can really be creative with it.
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty funny ones of them.
Yeah, fantasy team names are good.
Well, the best one. Gangsters Allardyce.
Gangsters Allardyce. Yeah, that was years ago. That's been used and abused.
I had a beat around the bullshit.
Nice. I had Ajax Trees down.
Ajax Trees, that's an OG one.
That was my first ever ultimate team
like,
name.
Neville wears Prada. Seen that one.
Cruise Control.
Oh yeah, seen that one. Yeah.
Nice.
That was Mitch's ultimate team name. That.
Yeah, he copied me.
For years.
Actually, he copied me as well with that. There's bare funny names. Can't think of any of them now.
Anyway, we can come back to that.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, I was having a shower before, yeah. You know what I was thinking about, right? And I've
You what?
What?
No, it wasn't my mum.
Should fucking hope not.
I want to go to a wedding, and I want to see a girl. Obviously, weddings, yeah, are too sick, and the reason why, yeah, they're just mint. I can't really exacerbate on why they're mint, but weddings are sick, especially when you're like one of the main people involved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've been to
Surviving
weddings.
it.
Yeah, I've been to weddings when I've been younger, where it's been like a fucking cousin or something. When I've been like 8, and it's like, you know, it's a bit shit.
Yeah.
But then again, you make friends with the other kids and just fuck about, don't you?
You can't get pissed on it when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like when you're older, you can like just vibe out and like. I bet that's your habitat, that like mingling with people and family friends and shit.
Yeah, mate, when my brother got married, yeah, I was an usher. I wasn't best man, but my other brother was best man. But I was an usher, so I was there. I was one of the main people involved. That wasn't the guy getting married and I wasn't the best man, but I was like the third in command.
Yeah.
And it was just mint.
Yeah.
Because you knew everyone there, well, near enough everyone there. And it's like, when it's someone, especially when it's someone like man close to you who's getting married, it's just sick. I found it mad emotional though when I was I can't lie. I did. I actually, when my sister-in-law walked down the aisle, I actually fucking cried, you know.
Oh.
I don't know what it was. All three of us, yeah. Me and
Pussy.
me and the two brothers, yeah, we all literally stood there, yeah. All three of us were fucking striking. I don't know why.
It's an emotional thing, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
That's when I went to with one of my cousins. She got married to this geezer, far away. Yeah, it was a bit of a vibe, man. The good thing is that you can dress up, wear a suit and that'll look fresh.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, it was a good vibe, good memories from there.
I
But
was-
yeah, one of the boys needs to get married first.
Oh mate, I'm dying for one of the boys to get married, yeah.
I'm not, because you're going to ruin your life. So, don't.
Nah, what will you get married?
Not forced to. If I'm with a bird who wants to get married really badly, then yeah, I'll get married.
What? So you're putting it down to her. So if you had your choice,
I wouldn't be fussed. I'm not pro or against marriage. Like, marriage is marriage, isn't it? Like, I'm not asked. But if my missus was like, I really want to marry you, I'd be like, okay. My brother just got engaged.
yeah.
Well, a few months ago. Well, my brother, funny story actually, when my brother went to get engaged, yeah, they were abroad somewhere, right, and he was planning to like propose to her, yeah, and like the day was just like went awful, like it was like he was planning to go like to this like somewhere and propose, right, and like they're on a tram somewhere to go there, and like he was ready to do it and everything, like just getting prepared at the thing, and like some guy jumped in front of the tram and killed himself.
Fucking hell.
So like the day just got ruined and like she was like bad emotional and that, and then like something else happened like fucking well bad, like they got tickets for something and they didn't come through, or something stupid like that. It just fucking ruined the whole day, and then he proposed to her on like some harbour front or something like that.
So he didn't propose where you originally intended?
No, I don't think so. He had to improvise, but like 5 hours later, and it just like ruined the day because like the tram just stopped and like none of the trams were moving for hours because some guy just killed himself.
Well, at least she said yeah.
Yeah, she still said yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
Big up Matt, big up Emma.
Yeah, I swear my brother proposed to my sister-in-law in America. I want to say it was Vegas. I swear it was Vegas.
Nice.
And we did a trip around America and jumped on, like, we've hired out a Mustang and all that and went driving around.
A Mustang.
But yeah, I want to go to a wedding, yeah, soon. Well, I mean, when someone gets married, when someone gets engaged, yeah. And it would be, you know what I mean? Have you been to a wedding with a girl, have you?
No, with plus one.
As like a plus one?
No.
Have you?
No.
Nah. It just looks like an even bigger vibe.
Yeah, I guess, but then you've got like...
It's because
birds of
I know, but it's because love's in the air.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
You're next, though, that shit.
Yeah. Love's in the air, it's good vibes and that.
Have you seen them ones? Like, they throw the flowers and like it goes towards this girl and the guy just runs over and volleys the flowers.
I said, funny, I seen someone, I can't remember who it was. You know when they throw the thing, behind them, like, and the bird catches it, apparently they're getting married next in it, and like, the girl's gonna do it, and then she turns around and like passes it to a bridesmaid or another woman there, and then the guy comes in and proposes.
Yeah.
I can't remember, it was someone we know, like, quoted it, was like, don't fucking ever do this at my wedding, like, it's like it is a bit of
Kind of takes the shine off.
So someone proposed to someone at someone else's wedding.
Yeah.
That's just attention seeking, that for me.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd have to like sort of speak to the bride and groom and say.
Well, yeah,
like,
clearly she
like,
must be sound about it, but like, they'd be like, don't fucking ask me that. I mean, I don't give a fuck, but I mean, like as a woman, like, you know what I mean, like, it is a bit still in your thunder, that, isn't it?
Yeah, nah, definitely.
Poor bird, man.
Definitely.
But at least she said yeah, I'm pretty sure she said yeah, so love is in, like I said, love's in the air, man, sometimes. It's a vibe, innit?
Yeah, that's
it's
the
a vibe
thing.
city at wedding.
But the thing is though, weddings are so expensive. Like, seriously expensive.
My brother wants, I think they want to get married in Bali or something like that next year, so I've got to save up for that. Jesus.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Might just skip out on that one.
You can't miss your own brother's wedding.
Obviously I can't, can I? Because I'll be one of the top hitters there, but...
Who's his best man?
No idea. Could be Jack. Nah, probably one of his mates, I don't know. You better not ask me. 'Cause I won't be there.
Would you give yourself that responsibility? If he asked you, it's a lot of responsibility, you know, being the best man. You've got to do a speech and everything.
Yeah, cool, probably a speech, minor to me that. The thing is, yeah, me and my oldest brother Matthew, there's 10 years between us pretty much, so he's not really been in my life that much. So sad. No, like when I was growing up, I was at uni and that, and then he lived in Australia and New Zealand, so. I'm a boy, innit, but you know, Jack would be better for it. I think he'll be one of his mates anyway.
Yeah.
But if he asked me to do it, I'd say yeah, innit, but I'd be like, you've got to pay for my plane ticket though.
Yeah.
Just like, pattern that up for me. Nah, I'm not scuffed, I'd also sort me on that, innit, but Bali, man.
Yeah, it was sick that little Bali.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
I'd have to do what that means.
So hopefully next year, might just try and get a missus for them. See if she wants to throw two, sit on the same seat on the plane.
Yeah, so sit on me.
Come here. Nah. Don't know.
No, but honestly, yeah, get me to a wedding, yeah. Get me to a wedding, get me to... They always put on 6 spread.
Always a chocolate fountain at a wedding.
Bad. You always get steaming. Everyone's always in a circle on the fucking dance floor.
Cutting shapes,
yeah.
Bit of karaoke and that.
Well, get someone's uncle like
Yeah.
some
old
butter
guy
something.
cutting shapes.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that last wedding I went to. I don't want to badmouth anyone, but I'm pretty sure they won't know anyone who watches it anyway. There was a guy there who's like on my cousin's husband's side. I think it is anyway, and he's like some Scottish guy and he was absolutely smashed out of his head. Like absolutely fucked, and he just kept going, righteous! Like that, yeah. And I was like, me and my mum was like, who the f is this guy? Like, I was like, fucking imagine any, but yeah, mate. And he was absolutely steamboating, and someone was doing a speech and he got up and he was like, right, I'll continue this speech. And I was like, mate, sit down. Oh, so there obviously could be some bloopers at weddings, isn't it? Yeah, man, get me into a wedding as well. I'll go to a wedding. Obviously, I hope I'm going to go next year. If you had a bird to go to one as well,
Yeah. Someone get married? Will you get married?
No, not yet.
Why?
You're going to get married, you soon.
I know Lou's going to propose to you, he told us before.
I don't want to get married.
Don't say that.
Oh, shit.
No.
Get married?
Yeah, probably in time, like, you know what I mean? Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
obviously I'm not saying about obviously Jack's saying right.
You're begging for a wedding, you know what I mean?
I reckon.
He's begging, but I'm just like a +1 for
Yeah,
it.
now let me get a girlfriend first, and then propose. Then when we both got birds, you then propose to Hannah.
Why don't you propose to your birds and then them?
Nah, fuck that.
Do you know what? Yeah, again, coincidentally, when I was out on Sunday, I was speaking to one of the boys in Beast Mode, and they were talking about
Big up Beast Mode.
Big up the Beast Mode boy. I'm not going to say his name there because I don't want to bait him out. I'll tell you off camera. But
I probably will be able to guess off what you're going to tell me. I'm guessing.
Nah, you won't be able to guess. Well, you obviously guess what whereabouts it is now. But we're at Pirate Studios, yeah. And it was like 2 in the morning, and like. I was just vibing away, and then I just heard one of them talking like, yeah, so when I get married. And I'm like, why are you talking about, when is you weirdo? And then I was chatting to one of the boys, and he was like, yeah, I've said that when I get married, he said it's going to be like in my 30s. I'm going to go Vegas and that. And he was like, and all your boys can come, like, we'll have a mint do. And I was like, yeah, buzzing, it actually that sounds like a vibe. But he was like, it's not going to be till I'm 30, something like that.
See, the thing is, yeah, I get that, and I understand why people go, oh yeah, I don't know, you know when people say, I want to move out by 25, I want to do this by 30, I want to make sure I'm at this point by 50, yeah? I don't know why, like, I can understand why people do it, and I've done it in the past, and everyone sort of sets themselves targets and goals, but I think people just need to do things at their own pace, you know what I mean? This person who said, I want to get married at 30, if he's got a missus at 25 and he's like
smashing it in his work as well.
Exactly.
Bare dough, might as well just
what's to say? But then again, you might get to 30, not a missus, and you might think, oh fucking hell, what am I doing with my life? I said to myself 8 years ago, I was going to get married today. You know, when I was 30. Like, I think I'm trying to stop doing that, because I had so many things like fixated in my mind at one point, saying that when I get to this stage in life, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, blah blah blah. And I still do to a certain extent, but I'm not like putting that much pressure on myself to be able to do it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it would be nice. Obviously it would be lovely to be set up with my own house and a missus and have a sick job by the time I'm 30. But if it doesn't happen, it don't fucking happen. I'll just do it when I can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, mate. I mean, if it happens, it happens. It's just vibes, isn't it? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and you got to catch that vibe. Do you know what is vibes as well? It's going back to Sunday when I was out. When you're out in the mix, yeah. Like in the rave, or just anywhere, like you always say, like going out meeting people and stuff, like in a place like where I was on Sunday, in town at an event, like everyone there just on a mint vibe, like I was chatting to so many different people, like just like, oh, you're right, you know what I mean, just like when you're there, like so many sound people that you just meet and stuff like that, like actually there's Meggie, you know. Big up Danny as well, you're watching, because I met this guy called Danny.
Did he comment on one of the videos?
Oh, he could have done actually.
He commented on one of the videos saying, I don't know if it was him, some random guy commented on, like, I swear it was like our second ever episode, yeah?
Yeah.
So it might have been him. It must have been, because he was like, oh, I met Will on Sunday.
Oh yeah, he said he was gonna comment something. Oh, I haven't even seen it, you know. Yeah, but like that guy, I'll try. Oh yeah, big up Will from Square One on Sunday, sick guy. My guy. Yeah, fucking, it's a small world, yeah, because I seen that guy, right, when we got there, and I said to Joel, I was like, I know him from somewhere, like, I remember his face, and one of his mates, Brooksy, there's a shout for Brooksy, not fair,
oh, I was going to say, Brooksy.
Lives in Wigan, yeah, I met him at a rave ages ago, right, and he was with him at the time, and like, I followed him on Insta and that, and like, he's a good lad, and he was his mates, and he was like, what's your name, Danny? He was like, where are you from? He's like, Wigan. I was like, I don't know you then. I was like, do you know Jack Brooks, his mate? And he was like, fuck off, he's one of my best mates. I was like, no way. And just got chatting to him, and like, it's a small world, man, but yeah, big up the support.
How did you find the mooching about the event with no restrictions and no masks?
Well, to be fair, the event itself was just like a corridor at Square One, and it was mint, mate, like, just narrow, everyone was sick. It was like, it's like you've never been away, do you know what I mean?
Did it not make you feel any sort of way?
No.
Because a lot of people say I'm nervous to be back in, do you know what I mean?
It didn't even cross my mind that COVID was a thing once. And I don't think it would have been for anyone else, and it was just mint, mate. Like a day thing as well. We got there like 3:30, left at 11, like it was just mint. And there was one on Saturday as well, which I was worried I didn't go to because I sold my ticket because I fucking was playing cricket. But I'm glad I got to go to there, mate, and it was so good. It was actually mint. I'd recommend going, just especially in the day one as well. Just mega, mate. Vibes, everyone's on the same wavelength, music's good, beers are still dope, but music's good. But yeah, man, it was mega. So if you've not gone there, I know people might be anxious. To be fair, people have every right to be anxious as well, because it is still like uncharted territory and it almost going out now, but it was mega, mate. It was so good, and I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I'm buzzing to be like, to go to somewhere. I've not even been out yet, mate.
Yeah.
I've not even been out like that.
That was like my first one out back, and honestly, bro, it was like normal.
But when the day came, when fucking Freedom Day, I thought, it's so, I hate saying that, it's cringy as fuck. But when the 19th hit and all the restrictions were lifted, I woke up that morning and I didn't feel any type of way. I didn't wake up and go, oh my god, buzzing, which I thought I would have done.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been one massive big party.
Feel like it was Christmas, but it weren't.
No, just another day, man. It's like your birthday, man. Just another
Like,
day.
maybe it didn't help that he obviously deliberately did it for a reason. The day everything was lifted was obviously fell on a Monday, didn't it? Which was obviously tactical.
Yeah.
But like, I had it in my mind, yeah. Like, do you remember when everyone was saying, yeah, when the lockdown and shit was like bangers, and everyone was like, oh, just you wait until it's all lifted, we're gonna go fucking mad.
Yeah.
Realistically, have we gone mad? Really? No. No one really has. Do you know what I mean? And also, I saw some videos of some people going out at midnight on the Monday.
I seen like a few places in town were open at like 12:01, and like they were rammed as well. It did look a bit of a vibe, to be fair.
Yeah, it would have been sick.
But yeah, like it's not like anything special, is it? Like obviously the lockdown pretty much getting lifted, like because just like now venues are open again, like it's just gotta go in it, I guess.
But here's the thing though, like you still have to you still can't catch it. You're still not allowed to catch it. Do you know what I mean? Even if you do catch it, you still gotta.
Yeah, you still got it.
You only have to self-isolate if you've got the app.
If you got the app.
If you get pinged, you've got to self-isolate. If you don't get pinged, you don't have to self-isolate.
Yeah, that's true.
And now Boris is twisting everyone's arm, saying you got to get 2 jabs by the end of September, which is ridiculous, man.
I've
Catch me.
I've had mine.
Yeah, catch it. You have both jabs. I'm not an vaccinated, yeah, but I'm not getting both jabs. No,
Mate.
and if that means I have to stay in past September, it's not going to get past, bro. It's not. I don't reckon it's going to go around me. I don't think they can force people to get them.
No, I don't. I think the reason why they want to do it, yeah, like they're trying to force these people, yeah, is because
It's the younger generation who aren't getting the vaccine. That's what it is. The younger ones aren't doing it. So that's why it's clubs, raves, pubs, shit like that, that's going to be the ones that are hit by it. So it's going to enforce it. It's going to encourage them to do it. And now this news is already... I know people who've now already booked vaccines to get them done who haven't had them because they want to go out. So already loads of people are going to be influenced to do it. So I think a lot of them will already be influenced, and then hopefully the rates will go down and then they'll just sack it off. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, it is unfair. Like, it's clearly an agenda against making younger people get it. That's in black and white. But I think, why do you not have to have a vaccine to go to Asda? Why do you not have to have a vaccine to go to fucking anywhere? You're still in close proximity to people. Do you know what I mean? Why do you have to have a vaccine to go to
Because it's just aimed at young people.
Exactly, but it's just, it's unfair, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that being said, have you seen that thing about that new app and the things that they're integrating within it? So they're trying to say that if you download this new NHS app, yeah, which has your vaccine passport in it, that tracks you, like the track and trace sort of vibe, it's like a new app. Eventually, they want to be able to see, obviously, where you are. They want to integrate like something to do with how you spend your money and how you do these things.
Yeah.
Do you know, have you heard about that Britcoin? Not bit, but Britcoin.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's strictly a currency just to use in Britain.
I think it was
and that's what...
Pretty Patel said it's not.
Yeah, well, she said it's not happening, but...
Mate,
that other Asian guy.
My mind,
was MP.
My mind's blown, yeah, bro. We spoke about this, yeah, on one of the first episodes, yeah, when we spoke about conspiracies, yeah. Do you remember that a few months ago, right? Mm-hmm. And I mentioned a guy called David Icke.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Right? And I've watched him do so many interviews, yeah, because I'm interested in that thing. It interests me anyway, yeah. And David Icke predicted, right, that he predicted coronavirus. Well, he predicted a pandemic first of all. That happened, right? And when I mentioned about the 1%, the last one, he says there's a higher power, which I fully agree with. That there's a tiny percentage of the world's most powerful people that no one knows about that are off government record, right?
It's just the richest people.
Yeah,
That literally it. Just the richest
straight
people.
up. Yeah. Steve Jobs, fucking
Elon Musk.
Yeah,
all the princes in like Abu Dhabi and shit.
All them, yeah. And David Icke says, right, that the world, so this 1% have in their mind, they have a plan that they want to get the whole planet on electric or like online currencies.
Yeah. So like crypto or contactless and stuff.
Cash
like
won't exist, which we spoke about before.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. This is why contactless payments have been introduced. This is why Bitcoin. Why do you think, bro? It's mad. Why is Elon Musk pumping gazillions into Bitcoin? Do you know what I mean? Do these people have such power over the stock market and how everything goes up and down, right? It's because they've clearly got an agenda against it. There's a reason that we don't know about why they're doing it. The whole world, back to my point, what David Icke predicted was that the world would be on one currency globally, but everyone's money, how they spend their money, how much money they've got, will be tracked to the absolute T.
I don't think it'll work, mate.
It won't.
It won't, because just imagine like.
But they'll do it without us even fucking knowing.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
It'll be more like first world countries that'll happen to, because if you look at other countries, like you third world, but even like India got loads of people in that country. There's a lot of rich people and a lot of very poor people. How are you gonna say to like the poor people, right, you've got to get this card and all your money's got to go where, when they don't work like that?
Maybe that's a way of shoving them out, innit? Do you know what I mean? The rich get richer, only the rich people can have it, and then all the poorer people don't have access to it, so they're not going to have it.
This is the thing, bro, yeah, if you're interested in these things, yeah, like I am, yeah, you need to listen to a guy called David Icke, because the guy's a fucking lunatic, but if everything that he's predicting is coming true, it's actually mental. It is actually crazy what's actually coming true. And that's what you made me think then, that's made me realise the light bulb moment when he said they want everyone to be on this brick coin. So it's what's that, like a cryptocurrency, I'm guessing.
It's just like an online. It's just like a currency, isn't it?
So a currency. So
what happened then?
But who knows though? It might not happen in the next 5 years, but what about the next 20 years, bro? Do you know what I mean? They don't think short term, they think long term.
You never know what can happen in fucking 20 years, do you, mate? I mean, it could very well happen. The world could be contactless, which I think it will be.
I think it will be. 100%.
It's just another way of tracking you, though.
Everything's so much. You can't track cash. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. But
did you just say before as well about that NHS app about what it actually tracks?
Yeah.
When you think it? Yeah, I seen. Did you see that video of that American woman on? Oh, it might be an English woman on.
Like Good Morning Britain or something.
Yeah, and she was talking about it tracks like your family history.
Yeah.
If you've ever been in prison.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like, and what's that got to do with COVID?
Did you know as well? The government now have access to all your medical documents. Like throughout your career, like you've got to sign a petition to say you don't.
That's why you have to provide your NHS number everywhere you go.
Yeah, so you can actually opt out of them getting it though. You can tell them you don't want to give it to them. But it's there now. They can see it.
But you've still got it, mate. I'll leave the water.
You've got to tell them that you don't want them to know.
Yeah, it's all about data protection, bro. These data. Why? This is what I always want to know. Yeah, like at work, because we work for effectively, I work in marketing. Yeah, so everything runs on data. Yeah, which is facts. Which is the same for everything. Runs on data. Doesn't matter whether you work in. I'm using marketing as an example because that's what I work in firsthand. Yeah, but marketing is so crucial to all these people. Like, remember when Facebook got done for data hacking and all that shit, yeah. People want data, yeah, so they can influence people to spend money, so they can influence people to make certain decisions. Do you know what I mean? Everything runs on data. So if the government and the higher powers, this 1% if it exists, yeah, which I'm convinced it does, if they have the world's every single person on the planet, imagine they have everyone's data and they know every single thing about them, what they spend their money on, where they go, who's been in prison, who the family is, how everything's connected, yeah. How much that these people will be able to control us without us even fucking realising it? That's the scary part. Do you know what I mean?
It's probably already happening, mate.
You know, 1 million. Bro, let's be brutally honest, yeah. And who knows? We have these conversations about COVID being a conspiracy when it first happened, yeah. But who's to say we're not living in a conspiracy right now?
Probably are, mate. World's clapped. Facts.
It's fucking it blows my mind, but. I don't know, that Britcoin, I've never heard of it before until you just mentioned it then, and that sort of made me go off on this tangent.
What's he called? Is it Richie Sunak or something like that?
Yeah, something like that's his name. He's the one who said it could be a possibility, but Priti Patel said it's never going to happen. But it could be. It probably will happen eventually.
Yeah, mate. Cash is fucking non-existent now. No one uses cash like that.
Yeah.
Apart from drug dealers.
Everyone wants to be a contactless world except people who can't set up contactless payments, so they only need cash. A lot of places still take cash only. You know what I mean?
To toss the tax man, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Exactly,
Like Bridge.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There'll be no. Obviously, tax evasion is illegal, yeah, obviously. But there's ways that you can bend the law to not get in trouble with your taxes, yeah. And the government aren't fucking stupid. They know that these people do it, yeah. And we all know people that do it too. Do you know what I mean? But that would no longer be possible if nothing's paid in cash anymore.
Oh yeah.
There's no way, and maybe they'll just very slowly, year by year, just up the taxes by 0.something% each and every single time, year on year, without us even fucking realising we're paying more and more money to this higher power who have more money to control us in any way that they want. But what they want to control us, how do they want to control us? I guess we'll have to find out.
Soon to be found out, isn't it, guys?
I bet there'll be a crash me soon, like a credit crunch sort of thing.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, they were worried about it with the pandemic.
England and UK is now the highest growing economy, isn't it? Something like that.
I mean, it will be, yeah, because
after the pandemic, we're the ones who are on top now.
Yeah, because the price of living shot up, so everyone's paying more dollars. It's the only way they were going to get around it, wasn't it? They've lent out so much money. The only way they can balance out the economic scale, yeah. I mean, I'm not an fucking I don't know what the word is.
Master.
I'm not an economic master, but surely, if you think about it, the only way they can balance it out, if they've just handed out billions and billions of pounds on furlough and they're still doing it now, the only way to possibly balance out the value of money is to increase
your taxes going up.
Your taxes, exactly. So it all eventually balances out. But then again, in 3 or 4 years' time, everything will shoot back down again. So houses will be
It literally says it all when you've seen how much petrol was and diesel during the pandemic. Yeah,
and it was cheap.
You get taxed a lot on petrol, so it was cheap as below £1.
Well expensive.
And now the pandemic's ended, so to say. It's gone back up to like £1.20 something, £1.30 something.
Actually, is mad that. I've seen the NHS workers are getting a 3% pay rise.
Yeah. No one's got one.
Who got the NHS?
But 3% no, it's fuck off.
Better than clapping, though, isn't it?
Someone was saying today on the radio, on Radio 2, like police officers and like nurses and stuff like that, their starting salary should be 30k.
Easy.
Because if you're a police officer and you get sent out to a job and you've got to deal with shit daily, yeah, and you're doing it for 24k a year, some people are happy with that, do you know what I mean?
No,
Don't know. I think.
Mate, these people, yeah, like I think more along like police officers, yeah. But if you think about like imagine a student nurse, yeah, who works on A&E on a Saturday night in central Manchester. She's being paid fucking 19 grand a year, and she's seeing people come in who are fucked. Stuff that like genuinely scars you. Like these people who work in A&E, yeah, like some people I'm guessing will just be able to firm it and not think about it. But I can imagine, yeah, working in A&E or even being like an ambulance driver or even a copper, yeah, you see shit that will fuck you up, yeah. Like, I remember my brother, yeah, on one of his first, when he was a copper, right, on one of his first shifts, he got a call out, right, to this flat. And it was like an old lady, I don't know if I told you this before, it was like an old lady who hadn't been seen leaving a flat and wasn't answering the phone and wasn't answering the door. So it was like, right, go around, check it out. Anyway, they'd gone round, yeah, long story short, they tried knocking on, nah, no answer, right, so they ended up booting the door in, right, and they just found her there, folded, in a kitchen, ankle snapped, neck snapped, like, pretzeled, and that was one of his first shifts. Fair play, my bro, he firmed it, like, he shook it off as far as I'm aware.
I seen a fucking thing a couple of days ago about a guy getting called out to, a lad was like driving like a pallet thing, like lifting up or something like that, and like one come at him, yeah, and it smashed into his face, right, and he's like doing a Skype, he's about to do a Zoom call with a guy, and he's got scars all the way up there, and the medic who sorted him out, like when they got there, he was just laying in a pool of his own blood. like just like with his head, and like his mouth to his ears was fully ripped open.
It's like a Joker thing, isn't
His
it?
mouth was ripped like that, yeah. And the paramedics saved him, yeah. And like he looks sweet now. He's just got scars there along his face, and they were just talking about it. And he said, when you're an ambulance driver, you train for the worst. You know what I mean? You always prepare for the worst. But like even something like that is just fucking like eye opening. Like you can't panic. You just gotta be like calm with him. That.
Yeah, you train for that shit. Yeah.
They said they put him in an ambulance, right, and he obviously couldn't speak, and he just lay like that, and he wrote on like they gave him a whiteboard, and he wrote on a whiteboard, die, ? And like showed it him, because obviously like he thought he was gonna die, and the guy was like, no, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine, and they took him to hospital, and somehow sorted him out, mate, and it's amazing, mate, you don't realise, so back to what he said, people like that should be paid fucking arseholes, should be paid a lot more than what they are, because they're literally saving people's lives. I know people say like, oh, footballers are on bare money, and it's not footballers' fault that they're on bare money because they're in an industry where there's lots of money. But, like,
it's a market, innit?
That's what I mean. You can't do anything against that. You can't be like, oh, De Bruyne or Pogba gets paid 300 grand a week, so why don't they get paid that? Well, that's what they get paid by people. Someone values them at that much. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just the people in this country, like the NHS, like them ambulance drivers, clearly aren't as valued as stuff like that because we pay for that. And then there's not enough to actually give them that money, so it's a tough job doing it. But that guy said as well, like in a way, like it was kind of like exciting when you were there because you wanted, you know what I mean, like it's what you train for as well, like. Yeah. And big up that guy. I can't remember his name, but big up that guy because it's fucking unreal, like. Some people are geniuses.
Yeah, nah, 100%.
Guardian angels, man.
That's with the lockdown and things like that. When we went into lockdown, I completely understand the concept behind protecting the NHS. Yeah, that was the whole thing on it. That was the whole reason why we went into the lockdown. I get it, yeah, because there's not enough nurses. Because why would you lock that? Some people grow up and go, I want to be a nurse, yeah, because it's an amazing job. It is. It's amazing. Why would you? If you want to grow up and be a nurse, yeah. But a lot of people might look at it and go, yeah, I want to be a nurse, but why the fuck should I put myself through that? The late nights, they're getting up early, they're doing this, they're dealing with that. Do you know what I mean? To be paid this much and not be appreciated by the people that are paying up. Do you know what I mean?
I think a lot of the thing is like one of my aunties is a nurse, and it's like the rewarding side of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Obviously the money, you'd want more money, but like it is rewarding, isn't it? I was gonna say something. But like, the NHS, we spoke about it previously, but like, the NHS is the best thing about Britain, like hands down. It's the best thing in the UK, just because people...
We'll always have the NHS.
We will, mate, and that's why this country's great, do you know what I mean? Because we have free healthcare, you know what I mean? You go to America, you break your leg, you're in hospital for 2 weeks, and you slap with grand's money, do you know what I mean?
Did you know, in America, if you see somebody get ran over, and like they break their leg or something, and like they're unconscious, if you call an ambulance for them, and they don't have insurance, you've got to pay for it.
Really?
Fuck off.
Swear to God.
Shit.
Because you've rang the ambulance, you've got to pay for it.
And that's why foreigners, people like that...
I heard that story. I don't know how true it is. That's a story I heard. I don't know how true it is. Could be wrong, but...
That's why, like, I don't know, you said the other day, the people who got on that boat from Kent, who all got to this country, I don't know if you've seen it, and that had a dinghy, and they got off. That's why people risk their lives to get to this country, so they can... Imagine how bad, like, you think, oh, we shouldn't have immigrants coming in and send them back, but they're in a little dinghy travelling across the English Channel or something like that, yeah, just to get to this country, just to get housing, just to get free healthcare, just to live, man. You don't realise how this country is so good, and people risk their lives just to get here, and the NHS is a big thing in that.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
That's church.
Yeah, it is.
Big up the NHS.
Yeah, big up the NHS every single time. One thing though, I mean, I'm all for people as well. Dentists are very important, yes, but can you just drop the prices a little bit, you know? Because sometimes the dentist is dull.
Sort me out some veneers as well. Not veneers, what's it called?
Invisalign. I was thinking about getting Invisalign, you know.
What's that?
It's like a retainer that you wear for like 18 months, but it's like a clear one.
What's that one? Is it bonding? Something like that?
Yeah. Composite bonding.
Yeah, I just want some of that, maybe whiten my teeth as well. That'd be nice.
A new one's open on King Street, you know. New dentist.
What, not the one in Ducky Park?
I got that one.
Different one.
There's a fit dentist who works there.
Yeah, that's what I go to.
Oh, she's fire.
Last guy I had was a gay guy and he ripped my tooth out when he told me to
She's not like a dentist. She's like an assistant.
Assistant.
She's fit though.
Usually dentist assistants are pretty fire, aren't they?
Mm.
I know about who's a dentist assistant who's pretty fire.
Should we look at that one near you?
Nah, she could be watching as well. Not that fit. Oh, I'm joking. Oh god. No, yeah, start with some composite band.
DM me, innit?
Nah, I don't want you to DM me. You know, I've done that.
Oh, gee.
Anyway, fucking life, mate. Life.
Yeah.
Oh, we spoke about Dave's new album, yeah.
Oh, Lou, what a great shout that is.
You're a dick. I texted him before, yeah, and went, I want to laugh, and deepened on his conversation about Dave. You know what his response was?
Fuck off.
Mate, I'm ready for a deep and honest conversation about Dave, mate.
When did you listen to it?
Did it come out?
Did you? I didn't. I gave it a few days. I gave it like 2 days. Only because...
You like to be in a nice space when you listen to music.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, mate, I know.
I'm
at my desk so I can just bang it out.
Yeah, that's good.
What did you think then? Did you think it was very good?
I thought it was really good. But again, I think it's like the sort of like the same like vibe as like psychodrama where like you wouldn't just like slap it on. You know what I mean? There's a couple of tunes that you would slap on. You know, In the Fire, the standout tune. Big up Meeks Manny. And there's like the one with WizKid, which is pretty vibey.
They're the only two that are good.
For me, Lou hit the nail on the head. They are the only 2 tracks that I can listen to repeatedly.
Yeah, of course,
Right.
of course.
Now, Dave, now, before I get into this, yeah, one of my mates, I was actually speaking about cricket with one of my mates, yeah, and then one of my other mates, Ocko, shout out Ocko, he sent me, I don't have TikTok in it, but he sent me a TikTok of like, you might have seen it, of that guy.
He was like, when Dave,
He has the Jordan 4s and Jordan 1s, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
Jordan 1's fire, and he's like going on about how, and it says like all Dave fans are like this, yeah. And it is kind of true because whenever Dave drops something, everyone's like, oh my god, the lyrics are so mad and like that. But the thing is, the lyrics are mint. You cannot deny that his lyrics are really good, yeah. But that doesn't mean that they're good tracks to listen to. So there's tracks on there that are really lyrical, talking about like his heritage and like where he come from, like politicians in England and stuff like that. Like it's really deep and he's like, it talks about his life and it's really clever. But like they're not repetitive listening tracks for me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You can't think, oh, I'm gonna slap that on now, like you would with the WizKid one or in the Fire one. Like you can't. It's not the same for me. So it's funny. It was funny seeing that because I can kind of relate in a way to how it is. But
it's very talky as well, isn't it?
that's what I mean.
A lot.
It is a lot like Psychodrama. But what I will say is that I didn't think Psychodrama was like a one of a kind album. I thought, but he's done it again. But more than likely, it's going to be better.
Yeah, it's not as psychodrama was like more of like it was a lot darker, I thought. Whereas this one is a lot more like life's better. You can tell that life's better for him right now. When he wrote that first one, he was talking about psychodrama. He was talking the whole thing, the whole album is a conversation with this therapist.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Whereas this one,
it's like his life, all the different experiences he's had and stuff like that, like where he's come from, what his family's been through, like talking about how like his mum and stuff like that. Like what I will say is like when an artist drops an album, it's like a big thing, isn't it? And it's a lot of your mind and soul into an album, yeah. And he did that with Psychodrama, and now he's done it again, but like from a different perspective.
Yeah.
With I can't remember the title of it.
We're all alone in this together.
That's it. We're all alone in this together. So yeah, man, like big up Dave. It was mint. Them 2 tracks. I think everyone thinks them 2 tracks are the best ones.
Yeah.
Like realistically.
Yeah.
And obviously we like Meeks in it, but we obviously like fucking everyone else. It gets
his verse on that track. It's
Gets Fredo.
Even Giggs is. Every verse on that is fire.
They're all mint, yeah, and I see everyone saying like, oh, Giggs is well good, or Fredo's well good. Meeks doesn't get enough recognition, but because we're from Manchester, we like Meeks as much. I know I do anyway.
It's tough to say. For me, it's tough to say which is the best verse on that tune. You know.
When Giggs steps in,
Giggs is cold.
It's always different when
Giggs is my goat.
You just know because he talks in it, but like
it's just different though.
It's something about him though, isn't he? Like he's got that deep voice.
It's just because you know it's Giggs. Like Giggs is
just like
Giggs is Giggs.
You know what I mean? It is just mad. But I get that Meeks as well. To be fair, so.
Thing is though, you see Dave. Yeah, Dave's a poet. Dave, I don't see. He's obviously Dave.
He's
a
a
rapper.
wordsmith, man.
He's a poet. Yeah,
Shakespeare live in the flesh.
And what I've found is with his lyrics, like a lot of these rappers, who are sick with the pen, like it'll be one bar and it'll be like, well, that's such a complex bar, like that's amazing, yeah. Whereas with Dave, he'll say one bar, but this one bar has 3 different meanings in 3 different contexts. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking insane. I don't know why he does it.
Do you know what his bars are like? His bars are like Easter eggs, bro. You know, like on Call of Duty and that, where like you gotta fucking get with mad shit. Like it's just like sometimes you just don't know where it's going. Do you know what I mean? And like it just, and then you have to re-listen to it and you're thinking, fucking hell, I don't want to sound like that TikTok kid. But it actually is true, man.
No, it's like when you listen to it once and you pick something up and then like you listen to it again, like next time you feel, oh shit, I didn't hear that last time.
Yeah,
that's a bit sick,
like,
isn't it? Like,
it actually is mad. Like no one else, like you say, some rappers are known for like that bar in that track where it's like, oh yeah, that's me. But he's probably got loads of bars in all these tracks. But the problem is that they're not catchy, like vibey tracks that I get, so you don't realise as much because they're probably 1-2 time listeners.
Yeah, but when you think about Dave, yeah, and legacy, right? When you think of it like that, and then you look at Psychodrama, for example, right, and you go straight up in the similar aspects of this new album, yeah. What tunes do you take off Psychodrama that you slap on all the time? Location, Streatham, for me. Yeah. Maybe the Huss one as well. The Huss one's good, right? And then this one again, In the Fire, WizKid one. And there might be one other in there, you don't know, yeah. I think there's a couple of vibes, dancehall tunes in there, yeah.
Is that one with that bird?
Alright. That's a bit of like a groovy one, yeah. But like, I think Dave deliberately does this, yeah. Like, I don't think there's, but when in 10 years' time, yeah, like when you're looking back at music and you're talking about the music that you've listened to and all that, yeah, you don't talk about tracks as such. You will do, like obviously we still talk about Talking the Hardest from gigs and we still talk about fucking Mike Norrie from Skepta and all these kind of tunes, yeah. But like, when you're talking about projects, yeah, you'll go Psychodrama and you'll go In the Fire, we're all alone in this together, yeah, and you'll go fucking, they are 2 timeless records, yeah, from the same guy that he dropped them both before he was even fucking 23. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And he's probably gonna have another 5-6 of these, yeah, before he fucking hangs up the gloves. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's mental, and I think he does that deliberately. I don't think he goes into. I think he knows deep down people aren't going to slap on Heart Attack, blast it in the car.
Just building his library in it, like it's building up his resume in it, I guess.
I'm looking forward to the few tracks Skepta's going to drop soon.
Oh yeah,
it's on Friday, I think.
Yeah, I think it's Friday. Yeah.
He's apparently he's retiring after that.
Oh yeah, that's I remember you saying. Like, they said that's going to be like his last thing. He'll probably do a few things. Yeah, he is. I can't see it. What time are we on?
What do you mean actual time, Marla?
Camera time.
47 minutes.
I want to talk about the Olympics quick. Because I've got 2 things just want to say to you, yeah. First of all, so obviously the Olympics are on at the moment, yeah. Right? And I don't watch any shit like this all the time that's in the Olympics, like gymnastics and stuff, yeah. You never watch it. But when the Olympics is on, I don't know if you two have been watching it, but
I've watched a couple of bits.
I've got it on in the background all the time, and like the gymnastics and stuff is mad. What I do not understand, and I cannot get my head around it, right? I cannot get my head around it. You know what equestrian is?
Horses.
Horses.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So equestrian is like horse dancing, right? How the fuck do you train a horse to dance? Have you watched any?
I've not watched it.
Bro, they're up like that, like dancing to the beat and shit like that.
Video, bro.
It's like a dog though, isn't it? Like you just you train your dog.
Yeah, but that's like a dog, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Still an intelligent animal, a horse.
Yeah, I understand.
The power back leg.
Sign me into Sky Q. No. Bro, like. I've definitely spelled a question wrong there.
Is it not E? Is it got a Q in it?
No idea.
Equus.
Bro, like, they're all dancing and that, yeah, and me and my brother were chatting about it, like, how do you train a horse?
Show me a fucking video, bro.
He's looked, there's another, bro, it's actually crazy. And another thing as well, which is very recent as today, it's a really shit quality video. But you can just watch that.
It's been filmed when I fucking felt it.
Yeah, it's just the first one that come up. They're not like, it's not like mad, but like the music's on and that, and like, look at the horse and it's like doing the mad shit, yeah. But another thing I will say as well, there's that American gymnast bird, can't remember her name.
I know what you mean though.
Do you know what I mean?
He's just jumping.
Yeah, I know, but that's like dancing though. How do you train a horse to do that, man? Look at the person on top, they're not even doing it.
Yeah, but it's one of them, how do you train a horse to jump over a fucking fence?
Because you just run at it and then it'll jump.
It don't.
What do you mean, no it don't?
Doesn't.
Yeah, well they get used to that shit.
Yeah.
Is that you train?
Right, so you're saying
that
that's
comes
easier.
out of the womb, bro. That horse, it's not like they picked up a fucking 10-year-old horse and gone, right, today I'm going to teach you how to dance. It'll be like a baby horse.
Right, so how do you teach that how to dance then?
It's a professional. It's a professional.
I understand. Obviously, it's a professional. It's in the fucking Olympics. I understand that. I can't. That's
It's
not
trained.
You train your dog to
talk to it.
You train your dog to do shit usually, yeah, when it's a puppy, it's a baby puppy, yeah, because it's just been born. That's when it's most influenced, yeah, to do shit. It'd be the same with the horse, bro. But that is pretty mad. It's going to give it that way, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. How does it fucking do shit like that? That's what I'm saying.
It's not that impressive. It's not like it's fucking moonwalking.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's
show me an horse at moonwalk.
Nah, no, bro. Do you know that's what I'm saying? Imagine moonwalks now, it just wins. I was like, yeah, definitely. Anyway, that gymnast bird today, it might have been yesterday, I think it was today. She's like the number one gymnast, she's got 6 gold medals, yeah? She's like, I think she's called Simone or something like that, yeah? And she did like one of her first events in the final, and she did a jump on it, yeah? And she didn't get the best marks, right? And then she said, and then she just went, and then she went away, right? And she's like, this girl's like the best gymnast in the world, and it's a team of 4 in the final. And then she come back, and she said, yeah, and they ended up finishing second. They didn't get the gold medal, they got the silver medal. And she said that she didn't do it because her mental health wasn't in the right place. Right. And there's loads of backlash about it, like, so she's like the best in the world, she's done a bit of a bad jump, and then she said her mental health wasn't in the right place. And like, me thinking that at first, I was like, if you're a professional athlete and your teams depend on you in the finals of the Olympics, and then you're just like, no, my mental health's not right, I can't do it. And she steps away. Like, is that not a bad thing? And then I've seen loads of people like Rashford and Pogba like sending tweets like supporting her and that. And
I guess it depends what space she's in.
Oh, she's been through some bad times as well. She's had like bad cases of like sexual abuse off her old coach. So you know what I mean. Yeah. She's not been in a good place. But like just in the final bit like that, I was just thinking, can you really do that? But clearly you must be able to. Like it's tough on the mind and stuff like that. But
when your head's not in it, your head's not in it, mate. Like it don't matter who you are, what you do.
That's pretty much her job, innit? Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's her job.
Yeah.
And if sometimes your head's, you know yourself, like your head's just not there. You just think, fuck me.
You really do not know when someone is down. Like, you really do not know what's going through someone's mind, because the mind can take you to some dark places. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Piers Morgan's done a piece on it and he's going to release it. And obviously, I think he was against it. Dropping out.
That's why he's a prick. Sometimes he's a legend, then sometimes he's a prick.
He's just the king of controversy. That's what it is. It sells as well.
I rate some stuff that he's done, Piers Morgan, but there's other things that he's just.
He says it how it is, and in a way, I could see where he's coming from, but in another way, you don't, like you said, you never know what someone's going through. Like, and it's bad. But she's the best in the world in the finals. She's done one event. She's not done her best in the event, and she's just like, no, I'm just not doing it. I'm not in the right space. And like as a teammate, you'd be like, fucking hell, you're the best in the world, and then you're leaving us. But then you can't not say anything bad against it because you don't know what space she's in. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's a rock and a hard place. Yeah, it's something for you guys to think about anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me know what you think about that.
There's one more thing on the Olympics that I want to talk about before we wrap this up, yeah?
Not horses, is it?
No. You know who is an absolute gangster?
That guy who won the medal?
No. Bradley Wiggins. Right? And I thought, yeah, you know when you think about Bradley Wiggins, yeah, you think of the scrawny guy with the dark hair with the big long sideburns, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We gifted him, I wrote a thing at work, right? Like Olympian scene in fucking Boulder, right? And we looked on his Instagram. Bro, look at Bradley Wiggins' Instagram, yeah? Right? The guy's he's fresh. He's a gangster. And he's doing he's commentating on the road cycling, right? And he's like, he says something, he's on the back of his motorbike, yeah? And he's commentating, he's going, commentating, and he goes, you can't clean a shit, but you can put the glitter on it. You know what I mean? Shit like that, yeah. It's just West, but there's a picture of him in like a fucking Burberry bucket hat and like shit. Like he's like a fresh geezer.
Can't find his Insta. He's also a drugs cheat. So.
He's called Brad Wiggins. What, is he a druggie?
Yeah, he got everyone at Team Sky got done for drugs cycling. On that Tour de France shit, they all got it. Him, Chris Fry, what's the other guy called? Sir Wiggo. Yeah. 5-time Olympic champion. Gangster. Yeah, he's a beast though still, Got shaved head now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. When I thought about
I've seen him commentating this.
He got a boulder on there, but I think of him as like that fucking scrawny guy with the long sideburns.
Yeah, that's like you. Because that's probably the last time you actually watched him, innit? Like, actually cycling. You know, cyclists have to like piss and shit down their own leg when they're on Tour de France and that.
Do they?
Yeah, they can't get off, can they? So like, you know, when they're cycling, they've got to cycle for like hours.
Oh, if you had the bad
shit. And if you need to have a piss, you've just got to like fucking just piss down your leg and that.
Must have like some sort of nappy.
Do they have a catheter in?
Nah, I don't think so.
Imagine trying to ride a bike with a tube down your belly.
Yeah,
true, actually.
Imagine trying to force a shit out of your ass is numb as fuck sat on the bike. Surely you get
How long do you ride the Tour? No, the Tour, it's over a certain amount of days.
Yeah, it's bare stages, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can just hold your poo in.
Shall I just check quick? How long
Did you see that
stage?
that video of that woman, I think it was like, might have been the Tour de France, like the beginning of it, yeah, like, it was like a practice run, and she's like got a sign like that, big cardboard sign, and she knocks a rider off.
Oh yeah, seen it.
And literally, like, everyone falls off the bike.
So each stage is about 225 kilometres, which takes about 5.5 hours.
All right.
There's 21 stages.
Yeah, but so you don't have to shit down your leg, do you?
What if you need to have a shit?
I mean, yeah, but you just...
You know yourself, gotta go.
You can go 5 hours without having a poo though, do you know what I mean?
You couldn't. You couldn't either.
I'm not doing the fucking Tour de France or do I? But fucking, yeah.
I'd do it.
But you're shitting yourself.
2,200 miles.
Yeah, it goes through Glossop, doesn't it?
The Tour de France goes through Glossop. No, it doesn't.
Bro, the Tour de France.
Yeah, it's not all in France.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Now there's a massive big football bike ride that goes.
What
through
do they do?
there.
Get on a ferry, yeah?
Right,
Come to Manny,
right.
Go
Where's
to
my phone? There's a bike ride that goes through.
Yeah,
Glossop.
Yeah,
not the
it's
Tour de France.
Tour de Tameside.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah, it is.
Don't make me feel like a fucking idiot. Yeah?
No, because you are a fucking idiot.
No, there's a professional, proper bike thing, bike ride that goes through Glossop. There is.
That's meant that.
There is.
Oh, that is class.
There is.
Just
I
shut
wish
up,
my
bro.
phone was here, yeah.
I'm gonna Google, does the Tour de France go through Glossop?
Glossop in Manchester.
Bro, there's like Team Sky and that went through Glossop and all, and it was
Yeah, it was some English thing. Glossop Tour de France, I'll search, see if anything comes up.
You're funny, you yeah, it's not gonna happen. Tour de France, yeah, is France.
Oh shit.
Right!
No, it
What?
doesn't.
What?
No, it doesn't.
What?
I'm sorry, it doesn't.
What? You can both fucking suck on it, mate.
Never seen.
What does it say, Will?
Hold on, let me just read.
Right, what does it
He's
say?
reading.
What does it say? Are they still rolling, by the way?
Yeah. You've got
Good.
3 minutes to find out.
Good.
No.
Right, you can both fucking suck on it, mate. I knew it.
Nice. Yeah.
Making me feel like a fucking idiot. I was
Yeah.
right. You two were the fucking idiots, mate.
Bro,
I'm right. You're
Bro,
both
the
wrong.
yeah, it's probably one of. No, it says here, cyclist joyous famous race comes to High Peak. Riders will cycle through the High Peak for 6 miles on Sunday.
Right, so part of the Tour de France went through Glossop.
Why would they come all the way from France though to Glossop for 6
Sorry,
miles
but
and go back?
I'm not getting a. Sorry,
No,
chap.
you're not. No,
I'm
honestly.
not getting an apology there. No.
No.
Why am I not getting an apology?
You're just not.
Why? Because I'm right and you're wrong.
He's not right. It's
But it is right though, isn't it? It
He's
says
not,
it.
he's not searching the right thing yet.
You Google it then,
No.
Mr. fucking France, Tour de France expert.
You're the expert by the sounds of it.
I am
fucking
fucking
Glossop. Oh.
Yeah, it might have just gone through one time, to be fair.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Once
And good night.
ever.
On that note,
France route.
I'm going to close this podcast out with the smartest random man in the room. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bag of shit, that.